Well, the stroke happened on the 11th of November 2011, about midnight. We were in bed, and suddenly I just stopped reading, and I had a major shock in the top of my eye.
When he woke up at 8, that's when he started talking the gobbledygook, which was about a dream he'd had about a computer, and I wondered, what on earth? I couldn't, was I to laugh or to cry? Was I to call the doctor?
I didn't feel any trouble in my legs or my hands or my voice, but what I found out was that I couldn't read.
And he realised he couldn't make out a word of the alphabet randomly. And he also found that if he read from left to right, he had much more difficulty because he had this word blindness or visual field blindness on his right-hand side.
And I mentioned this to the occupational therapist who came in to see us. And I was describing to her what I'd done, and she said, "Oh, I know what's wrong with you. You've got a hemianopic alexia," which I'd never heard of. And there's an online therapy about it. And she left me in a few days later a leaflet about this, and it was the website was on it, and that's how we heard about the online therapy. And the read-write therapy, we got started it, and it was very, very useful. At that stage, I was only being able to read about 7 or 8 words a minute. But gradually, with practice every day, we worked for an hour every morning. I worked at the machine, at the computer with June. When
he realised he didn't need to do the read-write therapy anymore, he said, all these bundles of papers, June, all the words that you'd written out, lists and lists that I had studied, and all the information, I think we should really do something with it.
And I felt it would be good therapy for me to try and start writing something, because I've written an awful lot in my life. I've been always writing and reading. So I started organising this out and said, now this is that and that's there. And we started to write it down, sort of as a record for ourselves and for the family.
Sam did most of the writing at this, but I contributed a chapter on his actual speech difficulty.
We decided to launch this fundraising activity over last Christmas, when we would hopefully send it out as a free booklet on the internet, but we'd hope that people who would read it would make a donation. And overall, it's been very successful.
The beauty of Sam and June's fundraising is that it's been so simple. They have used their own skills, their own abilities, their own interests, and they've raised an incredible amount of money for the Stroke Association.
I'm very sad that due to our holiday arrangements, I will not be able to be at the ceremony, but I'm sure we are nonetheless very, very grateful to that, and we're very thrilled by it.